Hello everyone. Have you ever felt panic when you were studying? Or do you know how to manage the time of your study? So, if you are a student at high school, college, or university, this video will tell you about Pomodoro Timer, a kind of study hack that helps increase an individual's productivity, especially for studying. First, I will tell you the history of Pomodoro Timer and the basic concept of the Pomodoro Timer. Then I will go on to the advantages and disadvantages of using the Pomodoro Timer and the recommendation of which three types of people best fit for using Pomodoro Timer. Finally, I will share my feeling of using the Pomodoro Timer at my university life. Okay, so first I'm going to discuss the history of Pomodoro Timer and the basic concept of the Pomodoro Timer. According to Can a Tomato Increase Your Productivity? The author of this article explains that Francisco Squillo, while he was a graduate student in Italy during the 1980s, decided on a simple tool to help him with time management, a kitchen timer which happened to be in the shape of tomato. Tomato in Crisillo's native Italian is Pomodoro, so his time management strategy became known as the Pomodoro technique. Next, the basic concept of the Pomodoro timer is to focus on a single task by creating a timed work session. The author suggests working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. This is called one Pomodoro session. So you can implement several Pomodoro sessions in your study routine. Now I have discussed the history of Pomodoro timer and the basic concept of the Pomodoro timer. Let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of using the Pomodoro timer and the recommendation of which three types of people best fit for using Pomodoro timer. In my opinion, there are advantages and disadvantages of using the Pomodoro timer. First, using the Pomodoro Timer can help students finish an essay, thesis, or chapter by separating it into multiple parts in 25 minutes. Then, it assists students using Pomodoro Timer to increase their study effectiveness. Also, the advantage is that it is easy to start, and it helps reduce the anxiety to start a big project. According to Saradi's 2015, the efficacy of using the Pomodoro timer is due to four principles, which include limiting the amount of time the brain to focus, demolishing the tendency to procrastinate, reducing distraction born of multitasking, and pushing the individual toward completing tasks rather than just working on them. In contrast, the Pomodoro technique is not the best technique for coders. Writing code is a task that requires deep focus for extended periods of time, so those coders cannot leave their seats easily for a 5-minute break. Moreover, the disadvantage is that it will interrupt the flow state during your working and you cannot use the Pomodoro technique when there is a time-specific task more than 25 minutes. Therefore, the author suggests some methods to solve these problems. For instance, using Pomodoro's session flow time to decide your Pomodoro time and the length of break. Also, people can download Pomodoro timer apps in the app stores on their device, laptop, or just in the browser. So it is more convenient to calculate the working time and the rest time. Next, the author recommends the easily distracted people, the procrastinator, and the lazy bones. These three types of people to use the Pomodoro technique. Now I have discussed the advantages and disadvantages of using the Pomodoro timer and the recommendation of which three types of people best fit for using Pomodoro timer. Let's move on to my feeling of using the Pomodoro timer at my university life. In my reflection, I realized that I didn't make suitable time management before, and I have wasted much time. Therefore, I can improve my time management skills and start counting a Pomodoro timer during work after reading both sources of Pomodoro technique. Also, it is a great decision to set up a flow time to increase the length of Pomodoro time and the break. Overall, these can improve my efficiency and implement work hard, play hard principle at daily life. So in the 21st century, students will face more complicated problems in their studies. Pomodoro timer as a kind of study hack, it can increase an individual's productivity, especially for studying, and add more resting time for students. It seems a very efficient way to improve 21st century students' studies. So I think this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.